Hey everyone, and everyone watching the replay. I got 2 people in here. Hey guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. If you can hear me, let me know. Hi. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you for the like. Thank you guys for liking the video. Hey everyone. Hey guys, welcome. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it. I wish my lighting was better, but it's like super rainy and cloudy here, so gotta do what we gotta do. Make it work. Hey everyone. Where you guys from? We got New York City in the building. Hey Frida. Hey Shalon. Your lighting is it's perfect. Okay, good. As long as y'all can see me, that's all that matters. It's Friday, yes. Phoenix, Arkansas, Chicago, Atlanta. I'm due for a trip to Atlanta. I haven't been to Atlanta in a minute. Toronto, Atlanta's in the building, Dallas, Philly. Every time I think about Philly, I want a cheesesteak. Maybe because it's lunchtime. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys are in your lunch hour right now. Germany, Detroit, Richmond, Jersey. Yeah. My hometown, Alabama. You guys hear me? Okay, good. Perfect. Cincinnati, Jamaica. Awesome. Your hair is so cute. Thank you. I did what did I do? I did a braid out. I just did like a 2 on this side, 2 on this side type of braid out. So, you know, it's super fluffy. It's really humid outside. So I know once I go outside, it's going to be like whoosh. So it's all good. St. Lucia, Nashville, UK, London, Tennessee, Nigeria. M. Johnson said, be careful touring in Atlanta. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining this live. I low-key have a plan, but I low-key don't have a plan. So we're going to do some Q&A. I'm going to do some teaching, of course. But I do want you guys to drop either a 1, a 2, or 3 in the chat, because this is going to help me know how to navigate this live. Okay, so drop a 1 if you guys are struggling with like dryness and breakage when it comes to your hair. Drop a 2 if you have any scalp issues, and drop a 3 if you have any hair growth issues, or drop all 3 if you have all 3. So comment below, let me know. Thank you guys for loving my hair. Big hair. Okay, we got some 1s, we got some 3s, we got some 2s and 3s. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1 and 3s. Okay, so a lot of drying. I have my notes, by the way. You know, I'm a note taker, so I got my notes. Okay, lots of 1s and 2s and 3s. I want to grow my hair. I have psoriasis. Please help. Thickness of my hair has decreased over the years. The heat is messing with my moisture retention. Heat will definitely do that. Heat will do that. Anything that's going to open your cuticle, heat, damage to the hair, chemical processes, is going to affect your moisture retention. So that makes sense. I would definitely recommend laying off the heat if possible. You know, if you use it very often, you should see some improvements with that. 1 definitely for me. Probably leads to 2 and 3. Actually, all of it would be great. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So we got a mixture of people who suffer from dry hair and breakage, people who suffer from, hair growth issues and also scalp issues. So here's what I want to do today, okay? Because this is such a vast topic that we could just go on for hours, but I want to like give you guys like a good hour of this, live. So I want to start off talking about hair porosity because I feel like I get so many questions surrounding hair porosity. What is it? How do I know what I am? Is it even, possible for someone to have multiple hair porosity? So we'll talk about that. And then also I want to chat with you guys about products, like choosing the best products for your hair, what to really look for, like what you should be thinking in your mind when it comes to looking for products on the store, because product junkyism is a thing, and we every day, I mean, there are new brands coming out, and it can become very overwhelming when you're in the store looking for certain items. So I want to kind of help you guys narrow that down, and of course, I want to talk about scalp health, which is a thing right now, and it's only going to continue to trend. So we're going to talk about that. And then after that, we're going to do a Q&A session. So if you have any question for me, we're going to do that towards the end of this video. But let's get into porosity. So for the longest, when you think about natural hair care, we've always focused on like hair typing. Like I'm type 4 AD, type 3 AC, and those things are still relevant. But I feel like some of that is starting to dwindle a little bit because a lot of damage or moisture retention is related to your porosity, okay? I want you guys to look at your hair as like a sponge or a fiber. And all porosity really is how easily liquid can pass through your hair. Those who have high porosity hair, liquid passes through very easy. Okay, it goes in and it comes right out. Low porosity hair, the cuticles are much closed, so it doesn't really pass easy. So typically those who have low porosity hair can retain their moisture a lot better. Now, with that being said, how do you know what you are? So you guys know there's so many methods, like there's the cup method, put your hair in the water. If it floats, if it floats, it's low porosity. If it sinks, it's high porosity, there's different things, but honestly, the only way we will ever really know 100% is doing some type of hair analysis where you send your hair to a lab to actually look at it under a microscope, to look at the cuticles and the layers and the cortex and all those things. But for most of us, I mean, we don't have access to a lab to do that. So we kind of got to make it do what it do at home, hence the reason why we do the cup test. So here's my recommendation for that. You always want to go with the majority of your hair. What does that mean? That means that it's rare for one person to have low porosity or high porosity all over their hair. Usually it's going to be little bits and pieces. If you have damaged pieces in the hair, like in the back or something, that will be more high porosity, and maybe the rest is low porosity. So you always want to cater to whatever the majority is of your hair. Can you guys hear me? Someone says, I can hear fine. Someone says, can't hear you. I can hear okay. Okay. So for those who can't hear me, maybe try going out and come back in, because the majority is saying that they can hear me. Yeah. Joanne said refresh the live. Okay, great. Awesome. So yeah, porosity. So like I was saying, you always want to cater your hair to whatever that majority porosity is. If it's low porosity, cater to that low porosity. Now, any questions on porosity, since we're on this topic right now? I'll take like 1 or 2 questions on porosity before I go on to the next topic. Okay. I have curly wavy hair. It feels rough, oily roots, and more dry at the ends. I have dandruff, sensitive scalp. I don't know my porosity, damaged hair, hair loss, fine hair. Any suggestions for me? Okay, you don't know your porosity. So here's what I would say in Cookie '09. One thing that has helped me a lot is the next time you do your wash day, right? look at how, or not even, well, yeah, look at and monitor how fast it takes your hair to dry. Okay. High porosity, 99% of the time, is going to dry very fast, meaning your hair is damp. And then within like hours, is like dry, like doom, dry. Okay. Low porosity, which is what the majority of my head is, um, I can air dry my hair overnight and my hair will still be wet in the morning. Okay. So that's, something I would say to check out or even look into. The second thing is, does your hair get really frizzy very easy? Like when you do a braid out, is it very frizzy and you just got, like little, not even frizziness, but like you have a hard time like tangled hair or matted hair? A lot of times that's an indicator of high porosity hair too. Because once again, with high porosity hair, your cuticles are lifted. If the audio keeps going out, try to refresh it. Because people are saying you guys can hear me perfectly. So, okay. Yeah, very frizzy. So if it's like, really matted and really tangled, usually that is high porosity because those cuticles are lifted so high. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I want to do one more question on porosity before we go on. Do, do, do. Okay. Anything else on porosity before we go on? Oh, thank you. I love you too. Thank you guys. Okay, cool. Okay, so no question on porosity. Okay, so I say all that to say, it can be a tricky topic because there really isn't like a super easy way to know at home. But I would say go towards the majority and go from there. Now, when it comes to moisturizing based off of your porosity, if you have low porosity hair, meaning your cuticles are closed, your hair is very smooth for the most part, it takes a while for your hair to dry. You want moisturizers not really heavy or butter like. You're going to want something that's more of a liquid or more of like a cream. And I have like a bunch of products here I want to share with you guys because I want to share what I'm loving and using currently. But you want like very jelly, creamy, liquid like moisturizers, like hydrating sprays or liquid leave-ins would be great for low porosity because once again, your cuticle is so tight, you're going to want that liquid to easily absorb into that tight cuticle. Now, if you have high porosity hair, once again, since you have that lifted cuticle, you're going to want something a little bit more substantive, a little more heavier, like a butter or a cream, what's her name? What is her name? Melanin. Melanin is melanin, right? Yeah, melanin. Natural 85. She has like a leave-in conditioner, like in a little like jar, like this tall, and that texture is like perfect for high porosity hair. Like it's such a thick, rich, creamy texture. So something like that would be great for moisturizing high porosity hair. Now, okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? If not, I might need to change my location because I never really do my lives up here in my office. Okay, you guys can hear me? Okay, okay, and you guys see me okay too? Okay. Okay, Lisa gives giving me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay. We can see you perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. You are fine. They have the problem. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm keep going. I will keep going. But if it gets really bad, I'll go downstairs to where I'm normally at. But if y'all good, okay. Sheila, you said what about moisturizing combo porosity hair? Okay. So if it's combo, you can get away with both. You can do the liquid and you can do the butter and the cream. So you kind of have the best of both worlds if you have combo high or low porosity hair. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if I should continue to go on. Now you're stuck. I can hear. And you're fine. Okay. Um, you know what? Let me go downstairs, y'all. I'm gonna take you guys on a trip. Don't look at my messy office. Hold on. We are going on a trip. 1 second. Okay, let's go downstairs. That's why it's so important to have a clean house, because you never know. You never know. Okay. Hopefully this is better. I don't know. Thanks for the trip. Okay, hopefully this improves. I left my water upstairs. Oh well, it's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, can you recommend any quick protein treatments? Yes, Effigy 2-minute Reconstructorizer is amazing. To me, that's like my holy grail protein treatment because it works, it is very effective, and they actually have hydrolyzed proteins in it. Unfortunately, not all protein treatments that claim to strengthen the hair and restore the hair actually do that, you know. But Effigy 2-minute Reconstructorizer is a light protein treatment, and then they have the 2-step, which is a heavy protein treatment. Very efficacious, amazing for our hair. They're great. I love it. Okay. So can you guys still see and hear me okay down here? And I left my products upstairs too. You know what, y'all? This ain't about to be like a real professional live. Okay. I was hoping this to be like real professional and I'm in my office and, you know, curly chemistry live, guys. No, this is just going to be what it is. But, you know, that's what makes it fun. So, and I might have to go back upstairs again because I left my water and I left the products I wanted to show you. So it's all good. But I'll get that when we go into the Q&A because I really want to share what I'm using. Like, so good. Okay, next. Once again, got my notes. So we talked about porosity. Okay, we talked about porosity. Oh, thank you guys. I love you. We talked about porosity. Let's talk about hair products. Now, okay, breathe with me. Okay, when it comes to hair care products, I want you guys to kind of change how you guys have been purchasing products. I want you to start looking at products based off of what your hair needs. Okay. Sometimes we think, oh, you know, I need to have that, da, 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 da. But ask yourself, what does my hair need? What are the basics? What are the core of my hair care regimen that I need? So number one, the basics. You need to have a clean scalp and you need to have moisturized hair, right? So that's where, of course, your shampoo comes into play, your conditioner comes into play, right? After that, you have prevention products. All right. Prevention products are things, is Effigy good for high porosity hair? Yes, it's good for both low and high porosity hair. Great question. Okay, so we talked about the basics: clean scalp, moisturized hair, shampoo, conditioner. Okay, then you have prevention products. This is where pre-poo comes into play. And if you guys are like curly chemistry OG community people here, you already know how I feel about pre-pooing. I think it is amazing. I think it is essential for healthy hair because one of the biggest ways that our hair becomes compromised is due to a lack of protein because our hair is keratin. That is the makeup of our hair. So daily practices, combing and brushing and heat and chemical services break down this protein. So when we are doing pre-poo prior to our shampoo, that's going to give us that prevention of protein loss so that our hair can remain strong and have its integrity within itself. Okay, so pre-pooing is prevention. Protein treatments like you guys are asking right now, Apogee, okay, that is a prevention method because once again we have to constantly be restoring that protein that maintenance of protein into our hair. I recommend protein treatments at least once a month, at least, unless you are preparing to do like some type of protective style, like braids, or you're going to get heat in your hair. Like about 2 months ago, I got my hair straight, bone straight, and I made sure this time to do a hardcore protein treatment before I got heat on my hair. Now, 5 years ago, I didn't do that, and I had some really bad heat damage, and I recorded that. So if you guys want to see that video, go back, to see that video. But I learned my lesson. I realized like protein is essential, especially before any type of major thing is going to happen to your hair. The second thing for prevention is oil rinses, which is a new topic, in the natural hair community and just the hair care in general. Because our hair is made up of oil acts as a protective layer for the cuticle, and it also helps with just locking in that moisture. So I have found that when I do oil rinses as my final rinse, after my conditioner, my hair is way more moisturized, it's softer, it's more manageable, it's shinier. And then when I get out the shower to style my hair, like my twist outs, my braids, or whatever, it's just flawless. So oil rinsing is a great way, like a prevention method. And then the last one I have, of course, is your trims, because our ends are the oldest part of our hair. So we constantly have to be trimming them, not constantly, but when you stick a split end, or your ends are kind of crazy, just go ahead, get them dusted or trimmed or whatever. Once again, all of this is prevention. Let me check these comments real quick. Should protein help with single-stranded knots? It can. I just did a video on fairy knots, which are a pain in the butt. But as far as like prevention methods go, that's a great way to incorporate oil rinsing into your regimen, because oil rinsing is going to allow the cuticles to glide past each other. When there's a lot of friction between the cuticle, they not only glide past each other, well, way too much, but they're going to snag on each other and cause these single-stranded knots. So I would say, of course, protein hands down, but also incorporate oil rinses so that your cuticles or your hair itself can easily glide past each other without getting stuck and causing those fairy knots, single-stranded knots. I didn't say anything about cloves, but I can talk about cloves. I actually did a video on cloves a few weeks ago. Cloves are amazing, by the way, if you haven't tried it. I'll say this. If you want like a homemade hydrating hair growth spritz, do cloves. Do cloves, hands down. I think I have a recipe in that video, but when you're making cloves juice or clove tea, it's like a tea, like you got the cloves in there, you pour your hot water over it, you let it steep 5 or 10 minutes, strain off the cloves, and now you have this clove juice. So because of that water, that's going to act as your moisturizer, your hydration. And then you have cloves, which are known for stimulating hair growth. So not only can you use this on the hair, but put it on your scalp as well, like spray it on your scalp, massage it in. And it smells so good. It's like a cinnamony smell. It's so good. Okay, let's see what's in these comments. Do you recommend trimming your ends yourself, or should we go to a hair salon/stylist? If you can do it yourself, cool, but most people can't. Like I wouldn't want to trim my hair because I'm not good with scissors like that. I mean, I can see a little split in and go clip and keep it moving, but like trimming my hair, I know my limits. But if you can do it, girl, then do it. But if you like, nah, have someone do it. Have a stylist do it. Let's see. How do I prevent matting on relaxed hair? So my question for you is, how often do you moisturize your hair? Because a lot of times matted hair is coming from dryness and friction of the cuticle that we just talked about. So how often do you moisturize your hair? Are you waiting too long to re-up on your moisture? You guys know, my curly chemistry OGs, that we all have a moisture cycle. Mine is 2 days. if I go longer than 2 days, my hair is gonna be dry. So I know every 2 days, Tanya, moisturize your hair. So how long are you going without moisturizing hair? Um, how often are you detangling your hair? Which is something that I'm still learning to do because my hair is so thick. I don't want to always be combing my hair, which I don't, but I'm realizing like on my wash days, it's imperative. It's so important for me to make sure that my hair is fully detangled where you can take your hands and go like whoosh through it. So I would say check your moisture cycle and check how often you are detangling your hair and your styles. Are you doing any like long-term protective styles? Because if you leave braids in and certain styles in too long, your hair will literally clump up together and mat up. So I would say wash those 3 things and you should see an improvement. All right. Do you think African black soap for sensitive scalp and tender, itchy scalp is good? Um, honestly, African black soap can be drying depending on how it's made. And I've realized that like every brand, because it comes from different sources, feels differently. They could have the same ingredients, like the cocoa pod and whatnot, but the feel can be different depending on where you're getting from. So I would say if you want to use African black soap, you can. It is definitely a effective cleanser. It's going to remove oil and dirt, but from my experience, it dried my hair out, my scalp out tremendously. So for someone who has an itchy scalp, you want to avoid dryness as much as possible because that's going to only increase the itchiness even more. You know what I'm saying? So I would say you can try it and see how your scalp responds, but just be careful and be mindful, be watchful of that. All right. Y'all are ready for this Q&A. I'm like, I have 2 more things to talk about, and then we can go into the Q&A. Okay, so we talked about prevention, pre-poo, oil rinsing, trims, and protein. Now let's talk about maintenance. So what is maintenance? Maintenance is throughout the week, what you do throughout the week to maintain the health of your hair. And that's really gonna be that moisturizing piece and that sealing piece. I kid you not, probably 80% of people who suffer from dry hair, breakage, lack of length retention is because they're not consistently moisturizing their hair, or they're using a product that their hair does not agree with. So with that being said, I really need to go upstairs now and get my product bin. Y'all wanna go on another trip with me? Or should I just leave y'all here? Should I leave you guys here or go up? You guys wanna come upstairs with me? My experience with African black soap has been drying also. Yeah, it really depends. It depends. It depends. What's your knowledge on fenugreek and cloves? So I love that question because fenugreek and cloves, green tea, for example, all of these natural plant, herbal, floral ingredients have phytochemicals within them. Phytochemicals are organic compounds that do amazing things within our body. You know how turmeric is so popular, for being like anti inflammatory. That's because of the phytochemicals within turmeric. So someone says, let's go. Trip, go with us. So phytochemicals is what's driving the growth that people are seeing with fenugreek and cloves and green tea. So yeah, it's amazing. Leave us here and go get your things. Leave us and go. Well, wait. Okay. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be right back. I got shorts on, so my still little thigh. All right, be right back. Oh Lord. Now I see why my mama don't want a house with 2 floors. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So let's talk about what I've been loving and what I recommend once I catch my breath. Hey, Deetra. Hey, Taisha. Are you guys enjoying this live so far? It's such a random live. Like, it's just all the things. It is what it is. Happy Friday. Are you guys enjoying this? Are you guys enjoying this? I better try the fenugreek and clove. Yeah, try it. Try it, try it, try it. Let me know how you like it. We are enjoying it. Okay, good. Awesome. Perfect. My shirt is doing weird things. I don't even wear the shirt very often, but it's cute. It'll work. Okay. Okay, cool. What's the best oils for relaxed hair strands and not the scalp? So your hair is relaxed, so you don't want anything heavy. You don't want anything to weigh your hair down. So grapeseed is a light oil. Jojoba for sure. And then I would also say sweet almond oil. Those 3, I would say, are probably like definitely on the lighter scale of things. So yeah, I would recommend that for relaxed hair. Are you off on Fridays, sis? No, I got a half day. I have a we have half days on Fridays. Well, until Labor Day. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about these products. Okay, so excited. Okay, so we'll start what? Let's start with the basics, right? The core. The I don't have a I like to have a conditioner. Okay, boom. So let's do shampoo. Y'all have heard me talk about this brand before. Ethnic Gals shampoo. This is not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. I legit love this shampoo. So this is the low porosity hair shampoo. I like her because her products focus on porosity. So if you go to her website, ethnicgals.com, and that's legit like ethnic gals, Gals, you will see that she has products for high porosity hair, and low porosity hair. But the shampoo, I love it because it's so moisturizing. Like my scalp feels so hydrated afterwards. My hair feels amazing. It doesn't feel stripped at all. Like this shampoo almost feels like it's conditioning the hair while it's shampooing the hair, you know? So you will continue to hear me talk about this brand because I love it. The last thing I'm going to do is share something with you guys that I don't like. Like that's not what to happen. That doesn't happen here. And that's hard for me to do because I am a cosmetic chemist. How can I promote something that I don't like? Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but this stuff is bomb. Okay. This is so good. Okay. Next, I want to talk about the protein treatment. So this is the protein treatment that I was just talking about. Apogee, Keratin 2-minute Reconstructorizer. This is a light protein. It's not heavy, but it's very light. This is something I would do on like a monthly basis. I only do the hardcore one if I feel like I really need it really bad. But you can find this at any local beauty supply stores. Sally's Beauty should have this, but Target, Walmart, no. But this is where this is what I recommend for like protein. Please, best hair growth oil, including rosemary oil. What's the question? Yeah, rosemary oil is great for hair growth. Peppermint, tea tree. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about leave-in. You guys already know what I'm going to talk about, but Aussie Moist Miracle Curls leave-in conditioner, hands down, is amazing. This is like a product where I say how it's like a jelly cream, like a creamy gel consistency. So much slip in this, and it's just, let me see if I can pour it on my hand without making a mess. Okay, I don't know if I can see that or not. Can y'all see that? Yeah, I can see that. So look how like, it's just so like, it's like a jelly, creamy product. So good. So good. And the slip, sorry, I had a moment. The slip is amazing. It's so good. So yeah, that is what I recommend. And it absorbs right into the hair, like, ugh, no build up. I recommend this for both low and high porosity hair. Like, is and you can get this anywhere. Target, Walmart. I think the thing is like $3 and some change, if that. But when I see this, I stock up because one time I went to Target and they were like all gone. And it was like right after I did the low porosity holy grail video. I don't know if it was related to that video, but after that, I'm like, oh, okay. So next time, stock up. But this stuff is good. So if you're looking for a leave-in conditioner or even like a moisturizer, like a lightweight moisturizer, if you have low porosity hair, try it for high porosity too. If you like it, get this. It's only $3. You know, it's not like a splurge. So get it and see if you like it this weekend. Target, Walmart. Let me know how you guys like it. Next is this other Effigy product. Boom. This is like natural hair community, relaxed hair community OG. This product was talked about even like back in 2008. Okay, so this is the Effigy Keratin and Green Tea Reconstructorizer. Absolutely amazing. So this is like a liquid protein hydrating spray. So if you're trying to like have hydration and strengthening at the same time, this is your go-to. I like this before I apply heat to my hair. I don't do chemical processes anymore, but when I used to, I would put this on my hair as well, even afterwards. So this is amazing. And what's in here? I want to say there's hydrolyzed collagen or hydrolyzed keratin here. It's blocked, but there's actual protein in here. So very efficacious product. Let me check these comments. What are your thoughts on black castor water? I've seen it in the store, but I don't want to pay $15 for it. Can I make it myself? I have never heard of black castor water before. That's really interesting. I have to look that up. Black castor water. That's really interesting. What I'm thinking is maybe they're taking like the castor seeds and like grounding them up or like, you know, infusing them into water. One thing I can think of, but I've never heard of that. I gotta check that out. Let's see. Is shea butter good for the scalp? I heard it can fight fungus. Also, henna and indigo to get natural hair black. Is it damaging the 4C hair strand or is it helpful? So the henna question, I know that's kind of like a little bit of a controversial ingredient right now. I used to use henna. I didn't have an issue with it. I just didn't like the red tint that it gave my hair. I know some other women who, you know, it's a holy grail, you know, they swear by it. I know some other women who can't stand henna and it dries their hair out like crazy. So with anything that I always recommend is like you can try it out yourself to see how your hair responds because everyone has different experiences with henna. As far as shea butter being good for the scalp, so it is a comedogenic rating of 0. So it's not going to clog the pores of the scalp, which is great. As far as it fighting fungus, I have not heard of that. I can't see that, honestly. Typically, anything that's going to fight a fungus is going to have like some level of phytochemical, like some type of antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, you know, antioxidant like properties. And shea butter does have vitamin E, which is an antioxidant, but it doesn't really have that antimicrobial thing that's going to fight a fungus. So for a fungus, I would recommend like ACV rinses to get the pH of the scalp down to where it needs to be, a healthy environment where fungus can't thrive. And then I would also recommend tea tree oil. I think tea tree oil is holy grail for the scalp. I think it is absolutely amazing because it tackles all 3 things: antimicrobial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory, you know, so that would be my recommendation for that. Okay, back to my little product. So moisturizer, I've been using ADWOA, this moisturizer, Blue Tansy leave-in conditioning styler. It is a leave-in conditioner, but I use it as a moisturizer because it's the same thing. If you guys see my video about leave-in conditioners, how you can use them for moisturizers as well, you already know where I'm coming from, but the formula, the makeup of this leave-in conditioner is the same thing as a moisturizer. So I love this as a moisturizer. Now I'm gonna show you guys the texture of it. I can get it out. Open. See? So this is very thick. Look how thick that is. That's really thick. I put on too much. Dang it. But it's very thick. Now I have low porosity hair, but my hair soaks this up. Like, is that amazing? So this is one of those products where like it can be great for low and high porosity. Not thin hair though. Not thin low porosity, because this will weigh your hair down. But this is so good. It's so rich and so creamy, and it smells amazing. And I need a napkin. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so yeah, that's what I've been using, like for this style that I did yesterday, this product for moisture and just softening the hair. And I think it did a really good job. So yeah, so that's that. And then let me check these questions. What are your thoughts on onion water? So onion naturally has a lot of sulfur within it. And sulfur is great for the scalp. It helps to regulate hair growth, and it also helps to, you know, get rid of all of like the microbes that can be on the scalp. So I think onion water is interesting. I'm more, well, yeah, because it's the same thing as onion juice that you see. So yeah, it's fine. I just can't get past the smell. You know, that's just me. I just can't get past the smell. See it again. What, this product? That's what that is. This is the most randomest live because I have to go upstairs again. Because my computer's about to die. So let's do an intermission. Let's do like a 2-minute intermission. I'll be right back. Let me go get my battery. I mean, not my battery, my charger. Right back. Hold on. Break. ADWOA, yes. This one. ADWOA. Sorry, the light is like not doing it justice. Blue Tansy leave-in conditioner. It's amazing. You can get this at Sephora. I don't think Ulta has this. This is a Sephora product, but this is really good. I like it. This is a repurchase for me. Like, I would definitely rebuy that. Lily, that's the nickname for my sister. What's the best solution for hair shedding? Green tea. Green tea rinses. Absolutely amazing. I need to do a video on green tea for hair growth, but it's awesome. So good. I would say make like green tea, like as you would regular green tea. Let it cool. And then on your wash day, do it as, you can do it as your final rinse, or you can do it after your shampoo. Sorry, I'm drinking like sparkling water, so you can eat belch. But yeah, green tea rinses are a game changer. A lot of women, myself included, have seen a noticeable difference after the first use. So imagine doing that consistently. So green tea rinses is where it's where it's at. Loving your hair. Thank you, Sherilyn. Thank you. Keisha says, I have been green tea rinsing for years. Reduced my shedding a ton, especially when I had my baby. Yep. Keisha know. She know. Green tea is amazing. What's the best solution for split ends? Make sure your hair is dry, not dry, Lord have mercy. Make sure your hair is moisturized consistently and cut them as much as possible. As soon as you see them, cut them. Oil rinses is also a great way to reduce split ends. Will green tea rinse dry out your hair? No, I haven't experienced that. Because if you think about it, it's really for your scalp. Like you really want it to get to the follicles to stop the shedding, and to activate that hair growth. But as far as like, does it dry out your hair? It hasn't for me. So okay, let's get back to these products, y'all. Okay, ADWOA, BioBob, not BioBob, BioMint Protect Shine Oil Blend. There we go. I've been using this to seal in. So I will do this as my moisturizer. I do this as my sealant. So this I love. It's a very light oil. I don't know if I can do the oil, y'all. I'm gonna try. I don't think y'all see it. But anyway, yeah, there you go. It smells so good. It's like a sweet mint. Like it's like a sweet peppermint. I don't know, but it's so good. But yeah, really, really light. I love it. Not heavy. This, I'm telling you, both of these can be for low porosity, not porosity like this. So yeah, these are the two that I'm loving right now. And once again, I do this like once every 2 days because that's my moisture cycle. If your moisture cycle is every 4 days, do that every 4 days, like that combination. Okay, let me check these questions again. Oil rinsing is a game changer. It is a game. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, all 211 of y'all. Thank you guys for liking this video. Thank you guys for liking. I got 86 likes. Thank you guys. Yeah, so it's a game changer. Oil rinsing is a game changer. If you guys are wash daying y'all hair, this weekend, do an oil rinse. Let that be your last rinse. You can rinse it out. What the old folks say, wrench. You can wrench it out, or you can keep it in. I keep mine in. I'm not like getting excess out, but then I'm out the shower because I love the way it makes my hair feel. And I typically use like avocado oil, hemp, argan jojoba, but any carrier oil you can get your hands on, try that. Will you do a video for fine and thin hair? I've been struggling making my hair grow. I sure can. I will make note of that. I can do that because I don't think I've done that before, but I can totally do that. What are your thoughts on tea tree oil and biotin? I saw a bottle and was curious about it. Both of those are great for promoting hair growth, for sure. I would be curious to know who's making it, like what brand it is, and then the reviews. So look at the reviews, and that will really tell you if it's effective or not. What are your thoughts on clove and fenugreek combo on protein sensitive hair? Both are fine because clove and fenugreek are not amino acids. Amino acids are what make up protein. So if you have protein sensitive hair, you're okay with all those things because it's not a protein. Fenugreek and cloves are not made up of amino acids. What I would be, cautious of is adding additional protein to your regimen. So like, for example, my wonderful, lovely, beautiful Effigy 2-minute. You may not want this because you have protein sensitive hair because you got, what's in here? Hydrolyzed vegetable protein is in here. You don't want this, so, but something like cloves and fenugreek, that's fine. Love your hair. Thank you so much. It's cute now, but once I go outside, it's gonna be over because it's so humid out. It's just, it's just, yeah. So yeah, oil rinses and how oil rinses. So that I have a whole video on it, but I would just say oil rinses is a great way to increase your moisture retention in your hair. A lot of us suffer from dry hair and breakage. That's probably like the top next to hair growth. The complaint or the challenge after that is dryness and breakage. So you want to incorporate things on your wash days that's going to help to prevent that. So I'm a huge fan of oil rinsing because our hair is made up of oil. Protein and oil is like our hair, okay? And depending on certain things that we do, like how we brush our hair, how we comb our hair, certain shampoos that might be too harsh for our hair, you know, and just wear and tear of our hair on a daily basis. You know, our hair goes through a lot. You know, you want to kind of put that oil back into the hair. And I found that oil rinsing on your wash day is amazing because once again, I always say this, but your wash day, I don't think I've ever said this on camera, but your wash day is your maximum moisture day. Okay? It's your maximum moisture day. What does that mean, Tanya? That means that is the day your hair is going to experience the most amount of moisture that day because you are in the shower and what's on your head? Shh, water. Okay? So you want to take advantage of that. And what the oil rinsing is going to do is lock in all that good, juicy, hydrating water and moisture that your hair needs to be moisturized to prevent the breakage and the dryness. So that was like a long, drawn out version of oil rinsing, but hopefully that makes sense. You're welcome, Deetra. Sheila says, yes, my hair loves wash day. Yeah. I think tomorrow is going to be my wash day. I'm probably going to pre-poo this overnight with babasu oil. I've been loving babasu oil lately. Coconut is my first love, but babasu, I got some competition. Why do you use Effigy for? I use it for protein. Is wheat protein good for your hair? Hydrolyze. Hydrolyze. You want hydrolyzed wheat protein. Hydrolyze means that it is small enough to penetrate into the hair to work from the inside out. You don't want protein. I mean, you can want protein to be on the outside, but if I'm trying to strengthen my hair, I want it to go inside. So you want hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed keratin, hydrolyzed collagen. So yeah. Oh, I love this question. You got a good question, Aisha. Is fractionated coconut oil for the hair and scalp, or is it too comedogenic? So fractionated coconut oil is literally fractionated, meaning it is missing a huge chunk of lauric acid. Lauric acid is what makes coconut oil solid at room temperature. You take that out, you got fractionated coconut oil, meaning it's liquid, even in room temperature. Now, because lauric acid is out of the molecule, the chemical makeup of fractionated coconut oil, you can use it on your scalp for sure. So yes, it's for the scalp and the hair. You'll find that a lot of some oils will have that in there as well. But yes, fractionated coconut oil is awesome. If you don't like coconut oil, I would try out fractionated coconut oil. Where do you get your babasu oil from? Angelique, give you my plug for babasu oil. I'm just kidding, of course. Brambleberry.com. That is where I get my babasu oil from. They have really good quality oils there. But Bramble, maybe I should type that down. Type that for y'all. Bramble.com. Brambleberry.com. There it is, guys. That's where I go. You get Fro says I get caught up on their site. Listen, Brambleberry.com is the truth. Okay. They have like I'm all about high quality oils, you know, like I'm all about that. ADWOA is one of my favorite brands. I use it when I do blowouts. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm loving this stuff. Loving this stuff. But yeah. But I'm loving all the ingredient questions because this is what curly chemistry is about. And that's why I created, you know, the Curly Girl's Guide to Hair Care Ingredients and the Natural Hair Care Flashcards, because I want to just give you guys all this knowledge to really take your hair care journey to the next level, you know? So yeah. But I'm curious, like who has the flashcards? Like type of one if you have the flashcards. Or the Curly Girl's Guide. Type of one in the chat if you have the flashcards and the guide, or either or. Karen has it, Deborah has it, Linda has it, Frida has it. Oh, good. Yes, Patricia has it. Listen, it's the truth. It's the truth, because the more you guys know, the better. Don't be buying stuff because it says, oh, it has, I don't know, honey and vanilla and it's great. No, give me some BTMS. Give me some benzene chloride. Give me some vegetable glycerin. Give me some centramonium chloride. Okay. Give me some cocoa methyl but you don't know that unless you know that. So that's why I create those tools, those resources for you guys. So yeah, that part. You know what? Okay. This weekend, just this weekend, and I think I already activated this code. I'm gonna give you guys 20% off the entire store, including the one-on-one consultations for those who want to start hair care lines. I've never done a 20% off, especially on the consultation. So I'm gonna do that for you guys this weekend. And it's actually available now. I'm gonna put the code in the chat, but 20% off the entire store. So the guide, the flashcards, and the consultations if you guys want to start hair care lines. I'm going to put the code right now. Here we go. CC20. CC20. You guys have this entire weekend. It's gonna expire Sunday night. So you guys have this entire weekend. So CC20. If you've been kind of like on the fence, now's your time, especially you want to start a hair care line. If you know someone who wants to start a hair care line, now's the time for them. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Listen, it's my joy. This is what I love to do. I love to teach. I love to teach, because honestly, I'm doing this live because I did not have a video this week, and I could have easily said next week, guys. Catch you guys next week. But I was like, no, I want to show up. I want to show up because you guys show up every week to watch my videos. So I'm gonna show up too on this live. So that's why I'm here. So I love y'all. Okay, let's get back to these products. Okay, cool. Oh, hey Lisa. Yes. Lisa reached out to me in regards to like one of the download links, and I got back to her ASAP on them flashcards. I hope you are loving the flashcards, Lisa. Awesome. All right, guys. So let me go back into my products. Boom. You have probably seen this before. Trust Life Curl Definer Gel, baby, for braid outs and twist outs. Curly definition, smooth hair, hold. This is it. What is the performing ingredient? Flaxseed. So she has flaxseed gel in here, aloe vera juice, honey. Wow. So let's talk about that combination real quick, because I love that she has that. So as you guys know, flaxseed gel, number one, I love flaxseed, but I don't want to make it. I just want to buy it. So she has made it for me. And then you have aloe vera juice, which is so good for the scalp, for the hair. It is pH is low, it's acidic. So what is that going to do for our hair? It's going to smooth the cuticle, going to give us some curl definition. Okay, it's going to be all of the things. This product helps to balance the pH of the hair because of the aloe vera juice within it. And it has honey. Honey is a humectant. It's going to draw moisture into the hair. Now, why am I such a fan of this product? Sorry, I got stuff all on it. One of the most annoying things is when I do a braid out or a twist out, it looks good in the inside, right? Like it's nice and defined. By the way, this hair wasn't from here. Like if you want something more defined, is this. If you want something more fluffy, is that. But for the more definition, I'm using this. What I love about this product is that, once again, this video is not sponsored, is that when I go inside, like I'm inside, my hair is like defined. Because when you first take off your braid out, your twist out, your hair was like flawless. But then when you go outside and it's like, what the heck? Like, what happened to all the goodness? But when I put this in my hair, when I do my braid outs and my twist outs with this product, it stays that way even when I go outside. So that's why this is a kicker for me. And that's why I don't really talk about gels too much, because it's like hit or miss for me. But this is a hit. Okay. And if you guys are in North Carolina, she has her own store in Raleigh. So check her out. Black owned brand, homegirls doing the thing. Okay. So Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. What product is that? Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. This stuff is bomb. Super bomb. You can find her on Instagram too. Trust Life. Okay. What else I got here? Okay, I only got 2 more products. I'm only going here for an hour. We just hit an hour, but I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer because I want to show you guys what else I have in here and do a teeny tiny Q&A. So for those who are still rocking with me, thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Trader Joe's Shea Butter and Coconut Oil Hair Serum. This is great for shine. So how my hair is right now, if I want like some extra shine, I'll like pump this in my hand, you know, and just go like that for that extra shine. Okay, so this is amazing. I like this because the shine, obviously, very slippery oil, number 2. And this is a heat protectant. So I've been incorporating blowouts into my regimen. I'm still solidifying that before I truly announce that regimen change, but blowouts, as you know, do involve heat. It's not like direct heat like flat ironing, but it's heat. So I find that this heat protectant does a great job at protecting my curls and my hair. Now, disclaimer, this product does contain silicone, which I am completely fine with because silicone is amazing for our hair, regardless of what people say. Silicone is super dope. And it is the best emollient, the best oil that protects our hair from heat. It is the best protectant from heat. So that's why I use this. So let's see. Can you use heat protectant? Oh, that's a good question. For sun protection instead of sunscreen for hair, or what natural products can protect your hair from the sun effectively? So yes, you can totally use this for sure, but I would look for something, that has like antioxidants within it, because the sun, what's happening with the sun in our hair is that the sun releases free radicals, from the sun, and when they come into contact with our hair, they can disrupt our hair growth cycle and cause issues with hair growth. So you want antioxidants, okay? Because what's going to happen is antioxidants going to come into contact with that free radical, and it's going to, in a sense, deactivate that free radical from disrupting your hair growth cycle. Hope that makes sense. So you want some antioxidants. So if you are using a sunscreen for your hair and it's working, keep it, but if not, totally use this, but also make sure it has some level of vitamin E. There is shea butter in here, and shea butter naturally has vitamin E within it. So if you wanted to try this out from Trader Joe's, you can definitely do that. Once again, it's this hair serum here. So yeah. Do any guys watch your videos? Hi, Kevin. Yes, they do. Even though the majority of my viewers are women, but yes, I do have guys that watch my videos. I had a guy recently slide into my DMs asking about his beard. And because his beard was like, I don't know what happened, but he had like a clogged beard, and it was just like, I don't want to say the scalp because your scalp isn't on your beard, but like the skin wasn't doing what it needed to do, and it was kind of flaky and just, it wasn't giving what it needed to give him. So I told him, okay, do ACV rinse on your beard. He did it one time. Next thing I know, he DMs me again. Oh my gosh, it worked. My follicles are breathing and my hair looks better. I'm like, yeah, it works, So long story short, Kevin, yes, I do have guys that watch my channel. Okay, let's see. What else I got next? Edge control. Let's talk about the edge control, ladies and guys. So this is my go-to. African Pride Black Castor Miracle Braid Lock and Twist Gel. Now, when I do like my little passion twist, sometimes I use this or another one, but this I love. The hold is so real and it lasts for a very long time. I can't stand when I do my edges and then like 2 hours later, they're like, nothing happened. So, but this is really, really good. So you can get this anywhere. Amazon has it. Your local beauty supply should have this as well. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Another oil I recommend is this De-Feel Pumpkin Seed Oil. You can get this at your local beauty supply store. This smells like a pumpkin latte. And I just can't explain it. Like this is an oil that it just gets me excited. And it just feels so good on the hair. It's just amazing and it's super light. Let me see if I can do this without getting stuff all over the place. I feel like I'm on the Home Shopping Network. And this is like a super light oil. Okay. And it has pumpkin seed oil. And we're going to put it on our hands and we're going to see how luxurious it is. Yeah. This is not Home Shopping Network, but I feel like I am. But anyway, but yeah, this stuff is so good. It's so light. And it smells like a pumpkin latte. I'm just saying, but I love this so much. I will seal my hair with this oil. So right now, my top two, this one, okay? And then also Melanin, the Natural 85 brand, she has an oil as well. That's really, really good too. Let's see. When to shampoo? Oh, I love that question, Cheryl. When to shampoo versus co-washing? So you definitely want to do shampoo for sure. You know, you don't want to be one of those people who just do co-washing and that's it. You want to shampoo your hair. If you shampoo your hair every 2 weeks, you can co-wash in between. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like your hair needs some extra oomph, some extra moisture, totally can co-wash your hair at that time. So I would say do it in between your wash days. Does the Aussie Moist Miracle Leave-In Conditioner have a strong smell? No, it's very light. You guys are laughing at my HSN, my Home Shopping Network. Okay. Missing your calling to work on HSN. That's funny. What's the white bottle again? It is the ADWOA. The ADWOA. This one here. Okay. ADWOA BioMint Protect and Shine Oil. You can get this at Sephora. Love your energy and your vibe. So positive and uplifting. Thank you, Sheila. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. All right, I only have a few more things left. And they're just like hair tools. So, are you ready for this? Wait, let me turn it on. Yes, it's a thing, and it's for your scalp. And it's amazing. So, scalp stimulation is important because my curly chemistry community OGs already know that hair growth equals blood. Blood is hair growth. Without blood, you have no hair growth. So what do you want to do? You need to incorporate scalp massages. And I mean, I could do this. I could do that. But why do that when I can do this, right? Come on. So I love this little thing. Amazon.com has this thing. I can't think of the name, but if you just type in like electronic scalp massager and you see this is what this is. I think it's like 30 bucks, 25 or 30, but it's so good. Has different, this is like the low setting and the high setting is that. Oh yeah, awesome stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you are doing any type of hair growth oil, hair growth serum, which I do recommend for your regimen, amplify that thing with a scalp massager because yes, the oil will penetrate and do what it's supposed to do, but I guarantee you're going to see amazing results if you incorporate scalp massaging. Okay, let's look at these questions. I want one of those. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's amazing. No, it don't detangle the hair. Nah, that'd be so dope if it did though, but no, it doesn't do that. Lisa said, I gasped at the scalp massage. Yeah, it's intense. But yeah, it's awesome. What do you recommend to get rid of dandruff? Great question. So people who have dandruff, you have a yeast on your scalp called Malaysia. And Malaysia loves oil and it loves dead skin. Now, typically those who have an overproduction of sebaceous glands in their scalp, sebaceous glands are glands that produce the sebum. Now, a lot of people have normal sebaceous glands, but then there's people who have overactive sebaceous glands. So it's like your scalp is giving off way too much oil. So for those who like, I got an itch, I got an oily scalp, is because they have overproductive sebaceous glands. On top of that, dead skin cells, it's like the overproduction of that oil is a lot. It's okay. It's the enzymes on your scalp are not eating. I don't want to say eating, that sounds so bad, but they're not taking care of the dead skin cells as they are supposed to. So when you have the enzymes not really doing their job, it leads to an overproduction of dead skin cells, which brings about these little yeasts, Malaysia, and they come and they're eating all the things, and you're having dandruff. So what do you want to do? You want to do ACV rinses for the next, I would say the next 4 weeks, or whenever your next 4 wash days are. Incorporate ACV rinses. I have like a little special recipe in the Natural Hair Care Wisdom flashcard that I love and recommend. Code CC20 for 20% off for this weekend, by the way. But yes, ACV rinses, amazing. That will definitely kill that thing for sure. And tea tree oil, awesome, because it's antifungal, antimicrobe. So it's going to kill those things too. So between ACV and tea tree, you're going to see a huge improvement. Yay. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. How to prevent dry scalp while wearing a blowout. Ugh. It's so tricky because anytime your hair is straight, or your hair is in a straight style, the last thing you want to do is add water, right? Like, you don't want to do that because you're going to poof up the roots and your hair is going to go back, it's going to revert natural. So it's a tricky place. So what I recommend doing is, the next time you get your blowout, whatever that wash day is, let's say your blowout day is Friday, and let's say your wash day is that day, the blowout day. Do a super deep treatment on the hair and then also on the scalp. What does that mean? Moisturize your scalp very, very well. So when you get out the shower, your hair is still wet, your scalp is still wet. All before the blowout, get a nice, like, substantive oil to lock in that moisture. So your scalp can retain the moisture even as long as you have your blowout. Now, of course, you don't want your blowout to be in your hair like forever, because eventually you got to wash your hair again. But you want to do like a deep treatment on your hair and your scalp. I think I'm going to do a video on that, like how to deep treat your scalp. I don't think I've done that before, and there's different things you can do. But the biggest thing I recommend is, as soon as you get out the shower, when your scalp is still wet, take, like, you may not like hair grease, because people don't like hair grease. I love hair grease, but some type of like heavier oil to really lock in that moisture, so that your scalp can retain that moisture. Now, let's say you're like, Tanya, my hair's already blown out. I haven't done that yet. Well, I haven't done that at all. So what you can do, you can think about it. I mean, you need water. Water is moisture. That's going to counteract dryness. Oil is not going to do that. Oil locks in. Oil doesn't moisturize. So you could use a scalp serum. Like, I don't have it with me, but Pattern Beauty, I talk about them a lot. Pattern Beauty has an awesome scalp serum. It has water in it. It has glycerin in it, and it also has tea tree and peppermint oil in there as well. I'm saying that product because it's a serum, so it's not liquid, so it's not going to be like super messy and go all over the scalp and the hair. Like, it has more control because it is a thicker liquid. So I would say a little bit of that, on the balls of your fingers, and just kind of get that in there. And the areas that where it feels kind of dry. And I think that'll help tremendously. And then seal those areas up with an oil to lock that in. Long explanation, but hopefully that makes sense. I look dehydrated. I probably am dehydrated because I haven't even sipped my drink. Let's sip. Okay. I've been obsessed with sparkling water. So good. Okay, let's talk about tools really quick. Detangling tools. I'm gonna show this one real fast because it's really dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet, but this brush, amazing. This is the wet detangling brush. You can get this at Target and Ulta. So good. When I use this brush, I don't go like that. I go like this. So I will comb the hair like that. And detangling is a breeze. And then this one I just discovered is a Black owned detangling tool. It's called Cosmology. That's it. It's probably backwards. Sorry, but if you go to Ulta, not Ulta, Target has this. You should see this like in like the ethnic hair care aisle. But I love this because look how wide the comb is. This thing is huge, you know? So when I detangle my hair, it's a breeze. So I love that. And then last but not least are these little these hair ties. Like I love these hair ties. Like they're no metal, they're super soft, very flexible. I love these things. So I'll do this for like stretching my hair. Like if I wanted to stretch this style, I'll take it and then like put bands along the length of my hair to stretch it. But yeah, I love those. So long story short, those are the products that I'm loving. Those are all the things. Now let's do a quick Q&A. I think I'm gonna be on here for like another 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you guys for liking this video. I have 168 likes. Can I get to 200 likes? Thank you guys for liking this video. Okay, let's see. Some questions. Is the rosemary mint strengthening oil good for the hair and scalp as they claim? As who claims? Are you referring to, I don't think you're referring to this one because there's no rosemary here. So is there like a brand you're referring to? But as far as rosemary mint, oil, when I think about a rosemary mint oil, I'm thinking about number one, the fact that it's an oil, so it's gonna have some moisture retention for the scalp. And of course, you know, stimulation, because the rosemary and the mint are known for stimulating the scalp to promote hair growth. So yeah, I would say that is what that's doing. What are your top essential oils and carrier oils for hair growth? I love that question. So Lena, my top essential oils, rosemary, peppermint, and tea tree. Those are my top 3. Carrier oils, I would say avocado, jojoba, and hemp. I'm loving those 3. I'm loving those 3. Now, here's the thing with me. It fluctuates because I could love this thing now. Like, for example, I'm showing you guys what I love right now, these products, but 6 months later, it's going to look completely different because it fluctuates. Okay, let me scroll down so I can see the questions that I've missed. How can I tell? Oh, that's a good question too. How can I tell if an oil in the store is expired? So unless there's an expiration date, you could tell it. But if it smells rancid, I wouldn't buy it. Oils will go rancid over time, hence the reason why most oils will have vitamin E in it to kind of delay the rancidity. Rancidity? That's a word, right? Yeah. From taking place, and it extends the shelf life. But if you can open it and if it smells kind of off, kind of stale, more than likely it's expired. Let's see. Nicole says, I have ignored my natural hair for years until you. Thank you. I'm a newbie. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad I can be a part of your healthy hair care journey. Thank you for having me. Say those oils again. Yeah, I will, Stephanie. So my top 3 essential are rosemary, peppermint, tea tree. And my carrier is hemp seed oil, jojoba, and avocado. Those are my top 3 carrier oils. Will leaving an oil rinse in affect your styling products? No, because most styling products are going to have oil already within it. Um, Now, if you're concerned about that, then you can easily like rinse it off in the shower or rinse like the majority of it off and leave a little bit on the hair. You can do that as well, but it should not affect your styling products. If anything, it should amplify it. Layla says, I have a peppermint aloe hair tonic that contains yellow 5 as the last ingredient. I wonder if it is fine to use. Yellow 5, yeah, that's fine. It's just for color. It's not going to affect your hair in any type of way or your scalp in any type of way. So yes, it's just for marketing. That's all. A lot of times when you see color in a product, it's just for marketing, y'all. Like if I created, let's say, blueberry shampoo, I might put a little blue 5 in there so it can be blue for marketing, for that story. But it's completely fine. Love your hair, looks beautiful. Thank you, Curls for the Culture. I love your name, Curls for the Culture. I like that. Curls for the Culture. I like that. What are bond repairers? So bond repairers are a fancy word for protein treatments, honestly. They go into the hair and they supposedly uh, reconnect broken bonds within the hair. I'm a little skeptical about it because I have yet to see a relaxed woman go back natural. The day I see that from a bond repairer, I will be like 100% convinced. Now, Olaplex, I do like them because I do feel like it does strengthen the hair, but I have yet to see a brand that can show me a relaxed woman going back natural, because that's really what will be happening if they're really repairing the bond. Because when you relax your hair, you're breaking you're breaking the disulfide bond. So relaxed hair, in a sense, looks like this. But if a bond repair can really bring these things back together and go back curly, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. What are your thoughts on the Camille Rose natural hair, like Camille Rose natural moisture milk? I haven't seen the ingredient list. I would have to see the ingredient list. If you copy and paste the ingredient list, I can tell you my thoughts on it. What product is good for a wash and go to keep hair elongated and maintain natural curls? For a wash and go, haven't done wash and go in a long time. Oh my goodness. Um, this one, this right here, because your curl is going to be super defined and you can go right after that. So I would recommend the Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. This one here. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Anything I missed before I head off of here? Thank you guys again for being here and rocking with me, especially in the beginning, but we made it. We made it through. Is sulfur sublime good for hair growth? If so, how do you use it? So sulfur sublime is actually effective for hair growth. So that's like, Madam CJ Walker, that was like her active ingredient in her pomade. Um, it had sulfur, sublime sulfur within it. And what that did back in the day, and what it still continues to do today, is that it kills off a lot of fungus and microbes. Back then, women suffered from a lot of scalp conditions, a lot of bacterial scalp conditions, micro, yeast, all the things. So when that sulfur ingredient product came out, it killed those things, which then allowed their hair to flourish. Okay, so sulfur is good. Um, Now, on the flip side, sulfur is really more of a drug ingredient than a cosmetic ingredient. So you want to be careful with it and how you use it. I don't have a recipe for you, but you can find some really interesting ones on YouTube from women who have made this before. I would just say be very cautious and discontinue usage if you notice any irritation. All right, let's see. I'm going to answer a few more questions before I head out. Okay, Deborah Downing came with the ingredients. Okay, let's see. Camille Rose honey conditioner leave-in ingredients. So she has honey. This is a conditioner? Okay, that's interesting. I would have to, interesting, because most conditioners, the first ingredient is going to be water. So that's interesting how the first ingredient is honey, unless it's like a honey looking, thing. But honey, olive fruit oil, castor oil, aloe leaf juice, bilberry fruit, sugar cane, maple, orange fruit, lemon, da da da. Oh, that looks completely fine. That looks really, really good. I'm just curious to see what it look like. Because how is honey the first ingredient unless it legit looks like honey? You know, if it don't look like honey, I don't know about the ingredient list, but outside of that, the ingredients look fine. Okay. Do, do, do. Okay. Okay, wait. It's going really, really fast. Okay. Um, Let me go up. Let me go up. Okay. S. Serena says I posted the ingredients. Okay, so you have, is this the oil? Okay, so you have macadamia seed oil, sorbitol, green tea leaf extract, rice milk, rose hip, satir of 20, which is your emulsifier here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this ingredient list looks fine. I don't see any red flags at all. At all. Um, I'm just trying to because I didn't see the product name, so I don't know if it's like a water-based product or if it's an oil. But outside of that, I don't see any red flags. I like the fact that it has green tea in here and macadamia seed oil. That's a very rich oil for our hair. Um, Phenoxyethanol, caprologlycol, phthalate, free fragrance, all that's good. Those are good preservatives. Bridget says, I get small bumps in my scalp. What should I use? So the small bumps is a reaction to something that's going on, so it may not be like a cover up thing. I would look at your regimen. Like, what are you currently using? Are you shampooing your hair often? Do you have excessive product buildup? Maybe the products you're using are too heavy for your scalp and it's causing folliculitis, like it's getting into the pores of your scalp and it's causing those bumps. Anytime you see so for example, our scalp is like our skin. So if I have like dirt on my skin and like ingredients that's clogging up my pores, what's going to happen? I'm going to get a bump. I'm going to get a pimple, right? The same thing is for your scalp. So I would look at, what am I doing? What has my regimen, my hair activity look like these past 2 months? And if you see anything that's like kind of heavy, like heavier products or how often you're shampooing your hair, that should lead to why those bumps are occurring. But what's coming to my mind is that there's something clogged if you're getting bumps or you're irritated to something like allergic reaction. That can be a thing too. Have you used anything new recently and your scalp is just not agreeing with it and now you're getting this allergic reaction? So it can be that as well. It can be a number of things, girl. But I would say look at those two things. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more questions and then I'm gonna head out of here. What's the name of the brush you're using? It's called, now it's stuck in the thing. It's by Wet. It's called Wet Brush. Wet, if you type in Wet Detangling Brush, And I think it's like an eco, like it's like supposed like a biodegradable type of brush. But if you type in wet detangling eco brush, this should pop up. You should see this. So yeah, but Ulta has this, and I've seen it at Target as well. Okay. What's your favorite food? Food for hair? Oh wow, you must be in my content creation because I'm actually working on a video that focuses on food for the hair. I don't know if I want to say it right now, but I'll say this: food for the hair. Aloe vera. Is aloe vera food? Or it's a plant, but people drink it though. So aloe vera, honey, mayonnaise, ACV, of course. But yeah, but a lot of like the health of your hair is going to come from the products that you're using, and also what you consume as well. To be announced. It's coming. It's coming. But yeah, I would say those things. But more to come. More to come. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Notifications are on to stay in the loop for more curly chemistry content. Okay. What's next? Your hair is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. You are so appreciated for this live chat. You're so welcome, Sherilyn. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. I was only be on here for an hour, but it's an hour and 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Time goes by fast when you're having fun. So I'm having fun with you guys. Let's see. Any advice as I constantly have breakage, scalp breakage. Sorry, y'all. Any advice as I constantly have breakage, split ends, mid shaft splits, single strand knots, even though I trim in DC regularly. Okay. Three things come to my mind. How often are you doing protein treatments? Because reason why I say that is because if you're constantly having these breakage and these shafts, there could be like the integrity of your hair could be weak. So you may need to incorporate protein to strengthen it. Moisturization, because hair that's dry will become frizzy and brittle, and those cuticles will lift, hang on to each other, and cause those knots and those splits. And then the other thing is your styling. What are you doing to your hair style wise? Are you detangling it as you're supposed to, or are you not really combing your hair? Do you have it in braids for a very long time? Like what does your daily style, weekly style look like? I would kind of look at those things, and I think that'll help tremendously with getting rid of those the breakage that you're experiencing. But I would say definitely the protein piece, the moisture piece, and the styling piece. Kimberly says, do all of the ingredients have to be listed on the bottle? Great question. Yes. Yes, they do. Legally, the FDA requires us to be transparent with what's inside the formula, the ingredients. And you guys deserve that. You guys deserve to know what the heck am I using? What's going on my scalp? What's going on my hair? So yes, everything that's in that formula needs to be on the back of that bottle. I don't really have, I guess, whatever. It needs to be on the back of the bottle. It needs to be on the back of the bottle. Personally, I get concerned when I go to a website, like a, hair care website. And a lot of small brands do this. That's why I love to consult with people who want to start hair care lines, because I can tell them this, because the last thing you want, the last thing you want is an FDA warning letter to your business because you're not in alignment with the regulations. You know what I'm saying? So in the quotations, I can go through everything that you need to know, and mistakes to avoid. Okay. But yes, ingredient transparency is important. I get very skeptical when I see companies that don't disclose their ingredients. Like they'll say key ingredients. It's only like three things, like olive oil and shea butter and jojoba, and you got a whole conditioner, or you got a whole shampoo, and you only going to share 3 of your ingredients, that's not right. So I get skeptical when I see that personally. But yeah, that was a long-winded answer. But yeah, you need to definitely have your ingredients on your bottle. Can you use pumpkin seed oil every day? You totally can. It's a carrier oil. So yes, definitely on your hair and your scalp. Pumpkin seed is amazing. I did a video on that, by the way. Um, it's great, especially if you have androgenic alopecia, which a lot of women experience like over their 40s. You know, your hormones are changing, and that testosterone is no joke. So that kind of disrupts your hair growth cycle. But pumpkin seed oil has been clinically proven, not only clinically proven, but like research, like legit research, peer-reviewed papers have been shown that pumpkin seed oil decreases or inhibits DHT, which is responsible for androgenic alopecia for men and for women. So pumpkin seed is the boss. Have you used henna? I have. I didn't really like it. I use it for a little bit. It's okay, but it's not like my thing. Do you straighten or blow out your hair? I blow it out. I blow it out. Not all the time, but when I do, I blow it out. Yeah. And I did straighten my hair 3 months ago, but I don't do that like at all. Like the last time I straightened my hair prior to that was like 5 years ago. But yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I'm gonna take 3 more questions. 3 more questions. Um, okay. Oh gosh, okay. Is it okay to use an ACV rinse once a week on wash day, or will it dry out the hair? I have actually used ACV on a weekly basis before, and I've never had a problem with it. If anything, I mean, my curls were like super defined and very shiny, but as far as it drying out the hair, mm-mm. Because if you think about it, you're low key rinsing out the ACV anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I haven't had a problem with it because the whole point of ACV is, of course, that moisture because it is water. But then the ACV, the vinegar, is that acidic liquid that's going to smooth the cuticle, tremendously. So, I would say try it out once a week or whenever you do your wash days and see how your hair responds. If you see some changes in there that's not ideal, then cut back to maybe like once a month or once every other month. What's the name of the product you mentioned? Trust Life Curl Definer Gel. Trust Life. All right. 2 more questions and then I'm gonna head out of here. What about regular conditioner as a styler / leave-in? Totally. You can totally do that. Yes. If it's a protein, like this, for example, a light protein treatment, I wouldn't recommend it for a styler or a leave-in because it's protein and no. But a regular conditioner, completely fine. Okay. One more question. Okay. Can I list the products in the description box? Yes, I can do that. Yep. So once this live ends, I'll go back in and I'll put these things in. So if you guys want to come back, later on to this live, because I'm going to save it, you'll see all the products I have. Okay. I'm having a hard time choosing the last question. You're welcome. Okay. No, I do not know any creators that help with parents with special needs hair. But I would Google that. I would legit YouTube special needs hair care or parent tips for special needs, like hair care. I would Google that or YouTube that, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find someone who can cater to you in that area. Or that could be something you can start yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Because I personally haven't seen that before. So that might be, your thing to do if you want to do YouTube videos. Okay. Should I regular wash my hair or deep condition it before corn rolling my natural hair? Corn rolling, I would do a deep condition. I would do a deep condition. Anytime I'm gonna do a protective style or any type of like where my hair's gonna be away for a while, I'm gonna put some serious TLC on that. So deep condition for sure. Um, okay, last question. Is it safe for pregnancy or breastfeeding women to use essential oils? Oh, that's a great question. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Only because during that time, a lot of what you consume, your baby will too, you know? So, what I would recommend doing is going to your doctor and getting confirmation from them, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate your channel and these lives. You are doing important work. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, Leah, I go to a salon to do my trims. I don't trim. I might dust it, like, oh, split in, cut, but I'm not trimming it. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Really quick, was this helpful? Was this live helpful? Did you guys learn anything new? Comment yes below. Let me know. Um, let me know. Awesome. 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 Thank you. Thank you, Fro. Thank you, Board 5, Carolyn, Basim, Mavienne, Tammy, Chocolate, Layla, Aisha, Gwendolyn, Nicole, Jessica, Ursula, Ann, Deetra, Eat to Live Strong. I love that name, Eat to Live Strong. I love that. Ooh, that's a whole topic right now. Ooh, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna keep on talking if I talk about that. But your diet, what you consume, all the things, more to come. Okay, good. Oh, awesome. Deborah says, I almost cried when I found your website and videos. My hair is so soft after following some of your recommendations. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Deborah. Thank you guys so much. Once again, this weekend, the promo code for everything off my website, curlychemistry.com, let me put that in here, is CC20. Definitely take advantage of that. Let me put this in here, curlychemistry.com. Once you go to curlychemistry.com, you can go to shop and you can see the Curly Girls Guide to Hair Care Ingredients, the Natural Hair Care Wisdom flashcards, and also the one-on-one consultations for anyone wanting to start a hair care line will be there. I'm about to put the promo code in the chat. CC20. curlychemistry.com, promo code CC20. Okay, so that is it, everyone. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna do these more often. My goal is to do at least a live once a month. So that is the goal and the plan. Thank you guys for everyone who's ever, got the flashcards or the ingredient guide. I know it has been super helpful for just taking your knowledge of hair care and ingredients and products to the next level. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe. Have fun. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you. I love you guys too. Off to the website. Thank you. Yes, girl. Use that CC20. Use it. You guys have until Sunday night. Everything is discounted. All right. I love you guys. Bye.